All right, guys, I'm right here with your boy kingActivis. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Doing pretty good, pretty good. Las
Yeah,
Vegas, how's it going, man?
that's right. Um, so what's up, bro? Tell me about your life. How was your childhood growing up?
Well, I'll start off with saying, so everybody knows, I'm an upcoming artist. I go by kingActivis. Um, Anybody that doesn't know me personally knows my name is Christian Velasquez. Know everybody knows I love music. They know I pursue that to the fullest. Um, I'm a Gemini. I overthink sometimes. I got two sides. I got a good side and a bad side. I'm not two-faced like how people say Geminis are. I'm not. I'm just if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Um, I was born June 20th, 1993 in California in the city called Sun Valley. And yes, I am originally from California. I did most of my growing, of my adolescence, and my teens in Palmdale, California. And I guess you would say that's where I learned a lot of my morals and my principles at, with my mom's just fucking learning and being curious in life. I started off just like any other Hispanic kid, man. My parents are both immigrants, both come from different countries. My dad is Salvadorian, my mom is Honduras, so I'm half Salvi and half Hondureño. Like I said, I started off just like any other Hispanic kid, three families, man, in a two-bedroom, trying to make it work, fighting with your cousins to see who get the bed, fighting with your cousins to see who get the fucking last fucking snack. I did it all, man. I did it all. Until my mom moved out and did her own shit. Um, I also am a product of a child whose parents weren't together. So it made me grow up a little faster, if that makes sense for anybody out there who does relate to that shit. From the grace of God, I've been blessed to have a stepdad and a real dad. You know, to this day, shout out to my dads. We are all still learning each other. I think that's the thing with men. It's kind of hard to share emotions and feelings, so we don't always know how to look eye to eye, say what to say. But my dad's raised me right to the best that they can. Even though if I was hard headed at times. Um, but yeah, man. Like I said, I'm a upcoming artist. That's a little bit about my personal background. How I got into music was church. My grandma was a very evangelistic woman, so she'd take me and my cousins to church. I mean, like church, where she would like dress us up in ties and fucking vests, the whole tux, the whole 9 yards, where we had to sit in the front and listen to every single thing. Whether we hated it or not, we had to just sit there. But what intrigued me or caught me about music was the drums. I just loved the way the drummer just expressed himself. He just stood out. So that's what got me into music. How I got into rap, shout out to my mom, was my mom's, man. My mom used to play Pop, Biggie, Lauryn Hill,
All the good music, huh?
all the good music, man. A Quest called Tribe, fucking Nas, Method Man, the whole Wu-Tang. Everything that was good for the soul and spirit, that's what she used to play for me. She used to feel my spirit through that. So that's how I got introduced to hip hop. How I got into rap, like I said, I'm a child who didn't have both of the parents together in the household, so it was a complicated situation growing up. So my mom could have picked me up, she put me in after school programs, so I wouldn't get caught up in the streets like my cousins, like my uncles, doing all types of bullshit and whatnot. But they used to put me in this program, right? They used to make us write down like our feelings about what we felt and whatnot. So I would write about how I felt and whatnot. And I got into rap because I had a cousin. His name was Roger. Shout out to Roger. He's just to fuck around with his homies, you know. Shit, I'm 31 now, so it don't matter how like I say the story, but he used to be around his homies drinking and smoking and snorting and whatever they did, what they did around me, but they used to bust raps. So they used to like every once in a while would catch on what they would say, so they would tell me like, spit a rap. So I spit a rap. I was probably 8 or 9, just absorbing everything, soaking everything up. But that's how I got into fucking around rap. But how I took it seriously was through that after school program, man, through the poetry classes. Shout out to poetry classes. It really helped me out a lot in life to express my feelings and not lash out. But yeah, that's how I got into rap. How I started taking it seriously. I seen that I was good enough to have a crowd around me whenever I would freestyle. So I had a homie who would tell me like, you could actually really like do some shit with it if you could capture an audience like that. And that's how I got into that. But yeah, man, I'm just a regular Latino brown kid trying to make something happen, man. Trying to make identity for myself and for my kids. And the reason why I say identity for myself and for my kids is because I believe our people, as Hispanic people, I believe when they come into this country, they come in with, we get sold a dream, the American dream, to come and make something happen. But when you get to the motherland, or whatever you want to call it, to the soil, you see it's not like that, And my whole thing with music is just, I'm just trying to make a name for myself and most importantly make a brand for myself. I don't want to be just any other rapper. I want to be like Nike. I want to be like Jordan or like Allen Iverson or Kobe Bryant. I want to stand out when people say my name. Just my name by itself, kingActivis, Christian Velasquez. I want my name to stand out and be like, he was a different individual besides his talent. And I want my talent to show people that you can do anything that you want to do in life as long as you put God first and you have faith in yourself. And for anybody who wants to do anything in life, on your dreams or whatnot, the best advice I'm going to give is nobody has the answers. Nobody's going to give you a blueprint. And you're going to go through a lot of heartbreaks, through a lot of pain, through a lot of failure. And you're going to have to like restart your process more than 10, 20, 30, 40 times. But you're going to learn who you are through the process. You're also going to learn how to deal with the hands that you dealt with. And what I mean by that is that when I first started off, I didn't know how I wanted to do music or how I was going to do music videos. I just knew that I was going to start. Shout out to Flacco, because I really respect what you said, man, about fuck excuses, man, just do it. When I didn't have the money to rap, man, I sat in my room and just write. By the time I got to like 17 or 16, I actually could make some shit happen because I started working, making money. I started putting the action in and started paying people to record me, promoters to put me on shows, and I started seeing my vision come to reality. And yes, you're going to get discouraged, and yes, there's going to be setbacks. Your dream might be like a fucking bamboo seed or bamboo tree, if you ever heard of it, where you're going to plant that bitch and you ain't going to see that bitch sprout till like 5 years later, 8 years later. But like I said, you're going to learn about yourself through the process and through the character. I didn't start doing my music videos until I was 26 years old. I'm 31 now, and I started doing music when I was 12 years old. And that's because, like I said, I didn't have no resources. I came from a family that just tried to make the best that they could. And I come from a family that's like a hustler type of family, man. Like, every Sunday, Saturday, I see my grandparents just fucking out on the swami, selling some shit, baby clothes, just to fucking get some, to keep up with the rent, or just put food on the table, I see my mom make tamales and go out to Walmart and do the same shit, you know, to keep up the rent and whatnot. You know, same thing with my grandparents. I see them go to warehouses, buy pallets. If you guys know what that is it's when stores can't fucking sell no more, so all their fucking product goes back into a warehouse, so they send it to another warehouse where they can sell it for cheaper in the pack. Sorry, but I see my grandparents do that shit. My mom do that shit. You know, but one thing I learned from them was that they were doing it, and it's not talking shit. I love my family. I love them to death, but it was like, did they put a name behind it? You know, was there a vision behind what they were doing? You know, and that's why I do music. You know, I do music for myself, because growing up I didn't have a rapper to listen to, especially a brown rapper to listen to. Fucking what I was going through. You know, I'm influenced by black rap because that's who was brought to me at the time. You know, and shout out to the brown rappers, Chicano rappers. But just to be honest, I couldn't relate to them because at that time, I was what, 10, 11? I didn't know about drug dealing or gang banging. I knew about the lights getting turned off and fucking having to eat fucking tuna and macaroni and cheese or fucking noodles or a tostada with some mayonnaise on top and chopped up ham just to fucking feed you. That's what I knew. I didn't know nothing about all that shit. You know, so I started making music to release my emotions and to find, at least to hear somebody like that I could relate to, and that's what I did. And from the grace of God, you know, I've been blessed to have people relate to me and actually like my music and follow me. You know, and where do I see myself going with this music? As far as I can go. As far as the ocean goes, if that makes sense. As far as my name could be something where my generation could benefit off of it. You know, I don't want to settle on life. I seen everybody settle on life. I seen my family, I seen my uncles, I seen my aunts, I seen my fucking friends just settle on life, and I don't want to settle on life, you know? I want to be somebody, and I'm going to be somebody, you know? It's like, you know, if you guys have watched my video, Difference, kingActivis the Great, remember my name. You know, you give it all that you got till you can't give it anymore. And that's what I live by every fucking day, you know. I tell people every day, you don't know if today's going to be a good day or a bad day. But it's on you to have a fucking great attitude and to fucking push forward and make sure that you can fucking make something happen, you know. And you don't got to prove shit to nobody, you know. You prove shit to yourself when you wake up every morning. You know, make sure that when you wake up, you go throughout your day, you can sleep at night with the thought in your mind that you did all that you could do and that you didn't half-ass your life or half-ass your day or your abilities that God gave you. That you did the best the fuck that you could do. You know, and I live by that because of my background, my bloodline, my generation. You know, they did the best every fucking day to work up to do the best that they could do for me. And my generation behind me. And now I catch myself laughing because it's like, fuck. Now I'm doing the same shit, but how can I make this shit better and greater and different? And that's what I live by every day, man. You know, so I tell people, and if you're watching this, remember this, nobody has the answers in life. You could go through life trying to live right, but the reality is you're going to fuck up and you're going to have to accept life with the good and the bad. You cannot be great if you don't know how to fail. You gotta fail to be great. You gotta fail to learn how to stand back tall. I know all about it. You know, you wanna be somebody in life, live life without fear. And live it to the fullest. Cause tomorrow ain't promised. And yesterday's already forgotten. And today's what you're making, man. Today is what you decide what you want it to be. You know, and careful with your words. Your words have power. What you say in life is what will happen. Whether you think you're right or wrong, you are right. If you think you can't do it, you can't do it. If you think you could do it, you could do it. But remember, your powers have life. Your powers mold your life. Your powers mold your destiny. Your powers say everything about you. Your words, man. Your words is the greatest gift that God gave. You know? If you know how to manage your words and speak positive about yourself, you can manifest anything. And shit, I'm getting caught up, man.
Or you good, bro? I could tell you speak from the heart.
Yeah, I speak from the heart because I've been through some shit, you know? I've been through a lot of shit. Like, for example, we're talking about how I came to Vegas. No, sorry. Been in Vegas for like 6 years. My first year coming out here was not easy at all. I was back and forth. It was like a love and hate relationship. I would leave because there was nothing going on, but I'll go back home. There was too much going on, so I come back. And you know what they say, a man finds home where he finds peace at. And Vegas was where my peace was at, you know? So that's how I ended up in Vegas. I mean, I ended up in Vegas for other personal reasons, but that was one of my main reasons. But how I like got intrigued to come into Vegas was from a homie of mine. Shout out to Squeaky Stallone. He's a brother. He raps. Check him out, man. Squeaky Stallone. And I don't even think he remembers this, but this is a true story. Bro, just fucking, I remember him just going on a Greyhound and going fucking Vegas and coming back a month or two later in a fucking Benz Mercedes, and him just telling me that you can make money legal or illegal. And that's probably one of the biggest impacts that resonated with my life at that time of my age, you know? Just seeing that shit. Before I got here to Vegas, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say I'm a high school graduate. I'm not a high school graduate. I sucked at school. Still do suck at school. I believe school is like, it's there to show you the basics, but it's not there to show you everything. And I do believe some of it is based on lies, you know? But I think it's your experience, man, that take you forward. You know, and my experience of coming to Vegas was, you know, I was tired how I was living, and I'm not gonna glorify and sit here and say that like I was game banging or nothing. I wasn't game banging. I was around family members who were game banging. I know all about how to grow a tree and whatnot and shit, but ain't nothing cool in life, man, when you gotta look over your shoulder and you gotta fucking sleep at night, tossing and turning. Ain't nothing cool about that shit. You know what's cool in life is when you can look yourself in the mirror and know that you did right and you can sleep at night. But what's cool is when you can fucking know that you fed your family the right way and you ain't gotta worry about some fucking bad shit coming back at you. That's cool. You know? And I'm not discrediting nobody. They gotta do what they gotta do in life, because I've been there and done that shit. You know? But it's like how Nipsey Hussle said, when you could come out of survival mode and you can see the benefits that you have in your life and the cards that you play with and know how to maneuver with it, you start seeing a different outlook instead of fucking letting your environment influence you. You know, and that's what I had to do, you know? I go back home. My bad, I'm a little sick. But I go back home, man, in Cali, and I was seeing how everybody's still on the same bullshit. You know, it's like time stopped for them, but it didn't stop for me. You know, and from the grace of God, it just makes me feel good that I can still fucking look past beyond the fucking chains and walls and boundaries that this life puts on us because of where we come from, because we're brown, you know, or because we don't have the knowledge that we're supposed to have to fucking move forward, you know. I'm blessed that I could find vision of my talent and push far as I can. But yeah, that's a little bit about me, you know. I stayed in Vegas. Shout out to my baby mama. We don't always have the best relationship, but she stuck with me through the whole fucking way. So salute to you, mama. I love you. Reason why I stay in Vegas, man, is because I got 3 kids, man, and I wouldn't want to go back home and go backwards and feed them the same bullshit I got fed. You know, I'm out here trying to make some difference. So that's my whole reason for staying out here. And I believe Vegas is next. I believe Vegas is next in everything, in entertainment, in culture, and as a growing city. You know, as much as a lot of people like to reject and not talk about Vegas, Vegas is the next city. It's like Palmdale. When nobody got nowhere else to go, they move there. You know, I ain't got nowhere else to go in Palmdale, so I moved out here. You know, and everybody's moving out here trying to make something better and beneficial for themselves, you know. So I believe Vegas is next. Sometimes people take that shit personally, you know, just because Vegas is a city in the making, and it's a city that's in the growing. And I feel like a lot of people can't see that unless they live out here. And the reason why I say that is because every year there's new homes, there's new jobs being created, new fucking restaurants I never heard of being out here. To me, it just means that the city is growing. Whether you like it or not, that shit just spreading. And I'm just shout out, you know, to Sin City Photos, to Sin City Legends, that I have the opportunity to jump on the train while this shit is still progressing. Yeah, you know, that's a little basic background of me, who I am.
That was great, bro. That was great. So, you did say you did a little growing. So, meaning you sold some weed or some drugs? Or you did it for personal use?
I can't really say my brother-in-law's name, even though he's an artist, just because he's still finding cases. But at that time, before the whole weed shit was like legal, we were going around and flipping weed into wax, trying to get a product and make it better. You know, you ever heard the term of there's this term that they say in life, right? You got two people. You got a businessman, you got an entrepreneur. A businessman gonna sell you bananas for like $3.25, and he might tell you, I might sell you 3 of the same pack for $8.25. That's cool, but an entrepreneur is gonna look past that shit. He's gonna say, you know what? I got these bananas. Let me turn this bitch into a smoothie. Sell the shit out to you for $10.95. Double than what he thought, you know. And that's how we were thinking when we were growing. We weren't thinking about trying to be like everybody else. We have a saying where we used to say higher than the angels, because we used to call ourselves Halo City. You know, get higher as the angels, be higher as the halos, where we could vibrate so high that negativity can't touch you. So our mind state of thinking was how to make how to make this product more usable. And the best fucking entrepreneur advice person that I like seeing from is 50 Cent. Why? Who the fuck gets water and resells it back for twice as more? You know, 50 Cent invested in water and then turned it into vitamin water. Sells bottles for like $4 or $5. You guys can see it when you go to the fucking gas station. If you're in Vegas, you get the hot end, you drink, you want to get some vitamin water. That's all 50 Cent's product. Who invests in water and flips it? So I like that line when he says, I crush grapes and water and sell it back to you as wine. That's the coldest fucking line I ever heard, man. So that's the type of tip we were on when I was out there. Shit didn't go out right as we planned. And for whatever reasons, you know, I was forced to move out here.
You want to explain a little bit about what happened? Why it shit went sour?
Um,
Thought it's cool.
I would just not. I don't want to get into too much detail, but I would say that the vision that we had got blurry after a while. Instead of more becoming a vision and a dream, it became more of a fucking street profit. So more like street shit got involved. So we just, I believe that's why God didn't make that shit work.
Gotta have a different plan for you.
Yeah, God had a different plan for me, and through the grace of God, I'm still here, still standing.
Yeah. So not everybody can say that, bro.
Shit, for you to say that gives me goosebumps.
Would you say that rap changed your life?
Oh yeah, I would say rap changed my life a whole lot. Like I said, for one, like I said, we all come. If you are like me and you typical Latino brown kid, you come from a background of immigrants. Now, when you come to this country, like I said, you get bought a dream, but there is no identity out here. This country that we live on, USA, the soil, America, United States, that shit was all stolen. So how can we have an identity, if that makes sense? And it's just me speaking from my personal experience. Like I said, I was born in this life. I didn't ask to be born. I was brought to this motherfucker, brought into a family, and I just so happened to be blessed to fucking think for myself to figure out how the fuck am I gonna get out this situation. And I repeat the same fucking cycle. Go to work, come home, go to work, come home, go to work, come home, die. My next generation. Go to work, come home, go to work, come home, die. Next generation. I refuse to live like that shit. And I would say music did help me. Music helped me a lot, especially in growing up. Like I bet you, I didn't have my both biological parents in the household, but I did have two dads. But I did recognize the older as I was getting that they were dealing with their own demons as men. So they were having a hard time even trying to fucking communicate with me. And for a couple of years, man, I take that shit, to I take that shit personal. Until I got older and I had kids and started realizing that nobody has the answers in life, This for any young person watching out there, man. Nobody has the answers in life. Nobody. Your parents, your friends, the motherfucker you look up to. Nobody has the answers of life. Best advice I'm going to give is, if you want to take advice from somebody, take advice from somebody you see what they're at in life. Don't take advice from somebody who loves or cares about you or not. Take accountability to what they're saying and take some pieces out that shit to benefit your life, but don't take it to heart to where you want to be at if they're not there. It's one thing I had to learn in life is stop blaming people for shit that wasn't going out my way. And I had to fucking live life by my own rules so that if shit didn't go right, I could blame myself and I could sleep at peace with myself knowing that I did the best that I could do, but everything was out of me, so fuck it, we failed, we try again tomorrow. And I don't think people know how to live like that. So I would say that would be my best advice in life, to do that shit. But no, rap did help me. Rap gave me an identity. It gave me an ego. I would say that. You got Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent, but then you got Superman and Batman. So to me, I'm Christian Velasquez, but when I step in that booth, I'm kingActivis. And can't nobody tell me nothing about my craft. I think I'm the best motherfucker that's out here. And all respect to another artists out there, but I'm coming and I'm gonna bring it, And to the ones that I do respect out here, yo, I fuck with your guys' lyrics, with your guys' bars. I can see the work you guys been putting in. You guys remind me of me. It's hard to quit because you're obsessed with some shit that you love. You can't quit when you put so much time and invest in some shit. You become obsessed with it. You know, you think about it when you're taking a shit, taking a piss. You're thinking about it when you're sleeping. You're dreaming about it. Fucking when you're at work, you're dozed off automatically thinking about it. Trying to make the best move, you know. But yeah, rap has helped me a lot. Rap has helped me as a person to fucking express myself. It's also helped me as a person to realize what to do and what not to do. You know. I agree with, shout out to Tres. I agree with what he posted about where is rap going, you know. We see a lot of like pages about our people, and it's true. It's like the farthest that we go is from being from a fucking corner or being in prison or making it up to the rap game. When there is so much more to us. But like I said, we live in a country that's robbed, not us, but everybody of their identity. Do you got social media telling us what we are when that's not what we are? You know? And I would say if you're brown and you're Latin and you're in this rap game like me, don't get caught up in the social media. Don't get caught up in the bullshit, you know? There's a line that I love what T.I. says, you know? He says, we all start with the grass, but when we grow, nobody kicks it with the grass. You know? The trees, they start off as grass, as seeds, but they bloom, and they don't kick it with the grass anymore. And I would say, you know, if you're brown and you're light and whatever you want to do in life, man, you're not gonna finish where you started off at. You know? You're not. I am at a privileged place to be in my rap career where I'm at. And from where I started, that's not what the fuck I'm at right now. You know? Have a vision for yourself. And every day when you wake up, show up for yourself. Show up for yourself. You wake up, you don't want to go to work because you don't feel like it. It don't matter. Get the fuck up and show up for yourself. Your name means something on the paper, to a job, to ID. Show up for yourself. I go to work, bust my ass off. People think I'm trying to get a promotion. I ain't trying to get a promotion from nobody. I work hard for me so that if this shit don't work out, I know I can sleep comfortable again. Knowing I give it all my best. Yeah. My bad, bro.
You're good, bro. So you have any other songs coming, or what you got in the near future coming out?
So I do got new songs. Last year I was working on an EP, on a mixtape called All Hustle No Handouts. It was a 4 EP track with tracks called No Questions, Differences, Immigrants, and Hood Days. And basically, the track represents the whole mixtape represents of working with what the fuck you got when you ain't got the resources. That's what the whole fucking mixtape represents. Last year I couldn't do the music videos for that, and it really bothered the fuck out of me. But I'm not no fucking quitter, so I got my money up right again, and we're doing music videos this year to all those fucking tracks. And yes, I do got collaborations with well-known artists out here. I just made a collaboration with Trigger AK. Shout out Trig. We made 2 songs together. His is called Pistols, Mine's called On One. Shout out to my boy Tanner for real, man. I got a collaboration coming with him. I've been wanting to do a collaboration with him. Just for the simple fact that when I moved out here, that was like the most fucking posters that I seen. Just fucking Instagram, Facebook. You know, Tanner for real, Tanner for real. And I actually ran into him, man. I was out with my lady in Fremont. He was out with his lady at Fremont. You know, I know he wasn't really paying attention to what the fuck was going on. He was in tune with his lady. But I seen him and I just had to introduce myself. Like, hey, yo, you know. We met up, chopped it up, gave me his Instagram, and yeah, we got a collab going on. And shout out to Tanner for real, man. I see you doing your shit, bro. Like, you get a lot of respect, G. Salute.
He's definitely a cool guy, bro. I actually had the privilege to work with him on one of the music videos that we did.
No shit.
Him and the homie Carlos. It was awesome, bro. We did it at Fremont. Super cool guys, for sure.
Yeah, Tanner for real.
Shout out to you, bro.
You know, Tanner for real is cool. I've also got to meet a lot of cool artists out here. You know, everybody knows I fuck with out here. Young Rebel. Shout out to my little brother, man. I love that fool. You know, Genuine Cat. You know, no disrespect to Dizzy Wright, but Young Rebel's coming right behind you, bro. He next to put on for the city. You know, shout out to Bad Boy too. I respect Bad Boy a lot. One thing I can say about Bad Boy is that all he ever has done for me, man, is show me love, give me game on how to maneuver in this fucking rap shit, and he probably gonna laugh when he see this. Always being pickable with your word. I am pickable with my word. I just be working around with my boundaries sometimes, so my bad. Shout out to Bad Boy, man. But yeah, man, I had the privilege to meet great artists out here. You know, Hood's Community. If you guys don't know about Hood's Community, man, follow Hood's Community. He next. He gonna be like the next Latin Beats or Thizzler out here. Like, the boy really be on trying to put on for the city. You know, brought me out to a show and you know, I couldn't stay for so long because of daddy duties. You know, I didn't even know when I went to the show I was in the flip flops, but I killed it. But that's how that shit worked. You know, but yeah, man, I've been privileged. You know, so that is one of my collaborations with Tanner for real. You know, I want to do a collaboration with Bad Boy. I really do. We've been talking about it. Like, you know, little homie to big homie. I just don't want to come to you with some fucking written down rap, bro. I'd rather come with you with like some money to show you how much I appreciate you giving me your verse, man. So if it's been taking long, that's my bad. You know, I'm still learning myself as an artist and how this whole business shit works. But all love to everybody. And yeah, and also, if you guys don't know about Veggie Boys, follow fucking Veggie Boys. It's my clothing brand. Veggie Boys. Okay? Now the top of my purchase says organic. In the bottom, I don't know if you guys can see it, but never riding. Now somebody asked me, what does Veggie Boys represent? Well, at first, man, it represent like a fucking 420 company, right? Because I love to smoke weed. Everybody knows that. But after a while, I believe that, yes, we are all spirits on this earth, but I also believe we're seeds as well. So I wanted to name it Veggie Boys. That was one of the sayings where I wanted to put organic, you know, be original, be yourself, be true to your core, you know, never rotting. I did that shit on purpose because I feel like my brand represents some shit. I feel like, you know, growing up, especially if you was a tagger, you put your shit out anywhere because you're trying to hit the shit, you know. And I remember when I picking up my backpack, I'd be like, "Fuck, this shit's fucked up," you know.
That's where the name came, huh?
Yeah, the never riding at the bottom. That's why I put never riding. Like, yeah, it might be fucked up, but like in life, you know, you're gonna go through some bruises. You're gonna have a couple dents in your personality. And some people might call you crazy. But if you stay organic to yourself, you're never gonna go riding. And that's why I put that shit at the bottom of the backpack, because that's what my backpack represents. You know? A backpack represents the shit that you hold inside of you. Your notebooks, your personal shit, your paint, your pictures. Some people might have drugs in there, but it represents who you are, your backpack. And that's why I put those shit on there. You know, it's a resemblance of you that, yeah, maybe you might be put on the floor sometimes, but you're never gonna be rotting. So, yeah, be on the lookout for Veggie Boys. And yeah, we do got a website, www.veggieboysapparel.com. You can find our latest clothing. We got backpacks, we got beanies, we got socks, we got shirts. We're working on sweaters. We're hoping by the end of June or July, Veggie Girls comes out. It's for all the ladies, you know. Don't get no plastic surgery, man. Be organic. We actually love them fucking stretch marks. You know, be original. Don't let the world tell you that you're not beautiful. And I'm talking to the ladies out there, the women out there. Stop letting the world tell you, man, you gotta wear so much fucking makeup, or tell you that you gotta show so much, or fucking wear certain things to get attention. You know, I think you guys forget in life that you guys give life. And us men wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Remember that shit. You have the capacity, you have the authority to create life. Let's just say that. You are the gatekeepers to create life. You know, don't let, like I said, technology or what a man made to fucking make you feel your worth. You guys have always been worth it the whole time. You guys got more value than what you guys know. Why? Because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for women. Shout out to my mom. Sin City Photos, Sin City Legends wouldn't be here if it wasn't for his mom. And to all the males watching out there, y'all wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your mom. And to all the females watching out here, y'all wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your mom. You guys are beautiful. You guys are great, especially my Latin women. You know, don't feel like you guys forgotten. You guys in the background. Social media is telling us all so much shit. And it's not this and no other race, but I see blacks, whites, Asians. But I don't see none of my Hispanic women out there. I just want to let you Hispanic women out there know that, my brown women out there know that you guys are beautiful. Spread your light, spread your wisdom. And thank you for bringing us into this world, man. You know? Yeah.
Good, bro. That was good. All right, bro. So I want to thank you, bro, for coming out and definitely, talking about your life, about your past, your rap career. I'm definitely gonna put a little bit of everything on the description. So you guys make sure you guys follow him. Check out his website with his clothing line. Real solid dude, bro. I want to thank you for coming, bro.
Yo, you guys can follow me on Instagram at kingActivis. My bad. Shout out to fucking Sin City legends, man. Sin City photos. If you're an artist, man, especially if you brown, you trying to come out here, you trying to find a platform, because I know there's not a lot of platforms for us out here. Fuck with my boy, man, Albert. Fuck with my boy, man. Sin City legends, Sin City photos. You know, get your story out there. Get your pain out there. Let people know what the fuck you come from. You know? We are not different. We all share the same fucking background. We're just trying to make our fucking future different. Shout out to Las Vegas. I got a lot of love for Las Vegas. They've been putting me on. They've been showing a lot of love to my music. Shout out to the artists that reached out to me and actually fucking showed me genuine love. Shout out to the video man, fucking Dreambox Productions. Yo, if you coming straight from Mexico, you're Paisa, Hispanic, Latino, brown, Young Rebel gonna laugh at me for this. Rilla G gonna laugh at me for this. MC Ray gonna laugh at me for this, but fuck with them cats, bro. Dreambox Productions, they put on for our people. And if you from out here and you trying to get good video quality, fuck with Shadow, man. SK Flicks, man. Never do you wrong, man. And reasonable price. And again, if you guys want a good fucking interview and get personal with it, shout out to fucking Sin City Photos, Sin City Legends, who put you out there. Get your story out there. You know? If you're watching this and you do see my Instagram videos, I'm gonna let you know how I always say every fucking day. If you're watching this and you're alive, you fucking blessed. And if you woke up and you can see this right now, that means you're one of God's favorites. And that air that you breathe in your lungs, that means there's still purpose in your life. So when you sleep tonight, remember that. When you wake up, live by that.